something different, a little live review, some Pinot Noir. I'm trying really, really hard to like red wine. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know what I think about red wine. I really, really like white wine. Red wine, so far, everything that I've tried is just, tasted like wood. It's tasted like leather. It's just not a bad thing. It's just not really where I want to be, A couple different things I'm vaping on. First of all, this is Paper Cuts. Paper Cuts is a cherry vanilla tobacco. This recipe will be up next week, so if you're interested in that at all, you can catch the video for that next week. Also, still vaping that Sundowner. It's a guava, peach, blood orange. It's paired up really, really nicely with basically all of the red wines. White wines. I've only really tried one red so far, and I didn't really like it very much. Straight up tasted like a boot. You know what I'm saying? Got some Pinot Grigio in this cup right here. But pretty soon, we're gonna get into this Ménage Trois Pinot Noir. Pretty soon. Let a couple people trickle in here real quick. How's everybody doing? It's Thursday. It's almost the end of the week. It's almost time for the weekend. I hope everybody's got big plans. Big plans. I really don't. We'll see where the weekend takes us. The weather is something else. Like on Tuesday, it was like 55, 60 degrees, sunny, beautiful. Wednesday, the wind was blowing. It was kind of overcast. It wasn't great. And then Thursday, today, it's snowing. It's been snowing all day long, and I'm really, really, really over the snow. I'm ready for some warmer weather. I'm ready for a little bit of a change. See my cat? That's the one right there. You see her? Boop. Boop. That's the one that knocked over the wine the other day. I'm up here on the desk, and hopefully she doesn't come up here and spill this bottle. So let's learn about Ménage Trois. It says, hello, gorgeous. Why, thank you. The Pinot Noir, this is written in cursive. I don't read cursive very well. This Pinot Noir is unstoppable. Bounty with a delicious violet note, juicy cherry flavors, and a soft, silky smooth embrace. We dare you to not fall in love. Well, I fall in love pretty easy, so this is a 2020 bottle. Ignite the romance with our silky smooth Pinot Noir. Made with grapes from a trio of top California growing regions in a lush, fruit-forward style. It's utterly irresistible. Bright cherries mingled with sultry violets and hits of toasty oak in a delicious slow jam on the palate. That actually sounds really, really incredible. The last red that I tried, like I said, it tasted like a boot, and I don't really want to drink a boot, Hopefully, it says it's fruit forward, so hopefully this will be something that's a little bit more in my wheelhouse, something that's a little bit more, I don't know, sweeter. Let's see. Oh, I better finish this Pinot Grigio first. We're already one bottle in today, chat. Yeah, we already polished off a bottle. It pours light red. It smells leathery. I thought it would pair really, really well with this cherry vanilla tobacco. I've been working on this recipe paper cuts for the last couple of weeks, and I think I've almost got it down. I think we're real close to nailing this one. So yeah, like I said, next week, cherry vanilla tobacco. I'm still rocking that Suicide Mods. Suicide Mods Nightmare RDA. I really, really love this thing. I told you in the unboxing, in the review, solid 9.5 out of 10. It's easily one of my favorite RDAs of all time. Hopefully a nice cherry vanilla tobacco will pair up with this Silky cherry Pinot Noir. Let's try it out. Okay. All right. Well, it's a lot sweeter than the last red that I tried. It's not quite as fruity as a white. And a red probably never is going to be, unless I get into some kind of blend like Zinfandel or what is that other one? You know, I really, really want to try Jamais, but I can't find any at any of the wine stores around here. I'm going to have to look a lot harder. I've been, reading online, a lot of forums, doing a lot of research about reds because I really, really want to get into reds, and I just, none of them that I've tried, I have never liked them. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So trying it with the, oh, wow. Trying it with the vape there really changes everything. And, that's to be expected. It normally does. Of course, it sweetens it up quite a bit, but it brings more of those fruity notes to the front. Reds, so far, reds have had superior texture to all of the whites. I get way more silky mouthfeel. There's a whole lot more texture and depth to the reds than there is to the whites. They describe that note as oak. It's dry. It's not a sweet wine. It's a lot sweeter than the last one that I tried. It's still dry. It definitely has notes of oak. I am not getting a whole lot of cherries from it. I do get a little bit of that violet that they described in there, but let's try it with the Sundowner Guava Blood Orange Peach. Okay, well, to be expected, that doesn't really do a whole lot for it. I kind of taste each separately, and neither one really changes the way that the other one tastes. But it pairs really, really well with cherry vanilla tobacco. I definitely don't hate it. I did slightly chill this bottle. It's not very chilled, just slightly, just a little bit. I am getting a little bit of oak from that, as described. So what's going on, chat? What do you think? What do you think? Yeah, that cherry vanilla tobacco is delightful. There is something there that I cannot quite describe. The way that it develops around that tobacco note that's in the vape is really quite incredible. The vanilla does a whole lot for the texture of the tobacco flavor, but like I said, the reds, as far as texture goes, have been very, very superior to the whites. They're a whole lot silkier, they're a whole lot smoother, but they tend to be, really, really leathery, really, really oaky. You don't get a whole lot of those fruity flavors in there, at least none of the ones that I've tried. Yeah, Rick, this cherry vanilla recipe will be up sometime next week. I'm still working on it a little bit. It's not quite ready for YouTube yet, but I'm really, really enjoying it. Recipe is called Paper Cuts, and if you want early access to it, there will be a link to my Patreon campaign down in the description of this video. You can go to my Patreon campaign. You get a day early. You get to see all my recipes a day earlier. There's all kinds of other benefits. I have a Discord community. There's merch. If you sign up for the $9 and up tier, $9 tier gets a sticker. $25 tier gets a T-shirt. $9 and up tier gets Patreon exclusive recipes. I've got 2 up there right now. Charm is a strawberry blow pop, and Mr. Jones is a orange cream soda. And there will be a new one of those every month. Yeah, it's a lot sweeter than the last red that I tried. That other red that I tried was a blend. I don't usually do blends. I like, specific kinds of wine so that I can kind of put it inside of a box. But that one is a whole lot sweeter. It's still got a whole lot of that leather, a whole lot of that oak, but it's a little bit fruitier and a little bit sweeter, not quite so dry. I know. Good cherry flavors, man. We have not had access to very many good cherry flavors until very recently. You are definitely right about that. Absolutely. Oh man, I can't wait for the weekend. Like I said, I don't really have anything planned, but the weekend is my oyster. I can kind of do whatever I want. Living that dad life, I got to get caught up. I haven't been feeling really great the last couple of days. Really kind of woke up crappy today. Got a whole lot of gunk in my throat, but as the day stretched on, I felt a little bit better, so we're good now. Yes, Thursday live wine reviews are a thing. They are a thing. Look forward to it. Well, I always try to make time for R&R. YouTube is actually very relaxing for me. I really kind of get to put myself inside of a box and talk to myself, get my thoughts out there. I find YouTube very, very relaxing. But there's something to be said for sleeping in and not doing a whole lot and not having a whole lot on the schedule. Yeah, it just pairs so much better with that cherry vanilla tobacco than it does with the blood orange guava. I don't know why that is, because I would think that really any sweet fruit flavor would pair really, really well with basically any wine, but I think it's the tobacco in there. It does something to the tobacco note that really just kind of kicks it up a notch. Rick, I go with the flow all the time. I am a live in the moment kind of person. If I'm feeling it, I do it. If I'm not, I don't. Gotta live in the moment. I don't know if you're here when I said this, but I already polished off an entire bottle of Pinot Grigio, and I'm halfway through this bottle of Pinot Noir already. What's the ABV on this? I didn't even check. Da, 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 da. I hate it when the bottle doesn't say what the ABV is. I think it would be required. I am really not seeing anywhere on here where it says what the ABV is. I know that Pinot Grigio I drank was 12.5, but I mean I've been working on that bottle for the last 4 hours, so it doesn't say what the ABV is. No, sir. No, it doesn't. It just says contains sulfides and it has the government warning. That's annoying. I always want to know what the ABV is. Yeah, whatever. It's all the same. Wine generally falls between 12 and 15. I've also been digging this RY4 cookie. I don't think I've ever posted this video before, or even made an attempt to make the video before, but I've got a chocolate cookie RY4 recipe that, yeah, it does a lot for those buttery bakery notes. They really stand out, but it doesn't pair as well nearly as the cherry vanilla tobacco. Still though, that cappuccino RY4 that I made, the video is called The Greatest Recipe I've Ever Created. That is still like the top-notch recipe, and I think it's the 5%. It's the 5% of Wonder Flavors caramel rice treats that really, really sets that recipe up. It just gives it so much texture. That recipe's top-notch. I really like my tobaccos. Nurse Joy, who I recently made that butterscotch ice cream recipe for, she also took a bottle of that cappuccino RY4 and she really, really digged it. So I was pretty excited about that because I like that recipe a lot. There's the cat. She ruined my life yesterday, or 2 days ago, whatever day that was. Boop, 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 boop. Kitty cat, meow. I have another cat. She's not fixed. And at some point in time, she got out, and she was outside for probably at least 12, 13 hours. When I was going to work, I saw this other cat that I had never seen before lurking around outside. And I was like, oh, hello, kitty. I had no idea that the other cat was outside. And my children discovered that Stickers, that's her name, was nowhere present. And had my windows open last night, letting the fresh air in. And they heard her meowing. I realized that she had been outside, and I'm afraid that I might have a litter of kittens very soon, which is not something that I signed up for. I hate cats. That is not my favorite thing. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. What do we think about Ménage à Trois Pinot Noir? What do we think about this wine? Well, as far as red goes, this is the best one that I've tried. But as far as wine in general goes, it's not my favorite. I'm going to give it 5.56 out of 10. And that's probably mostly because this cherry vanilla tobacco is really, really good. The cherry vanilla tobacco does a whole lot to improve this dry, wet rind. I can't put a finger on it. So, full disclosure, this cherry vanilla tobacco recipe has a whole bunch of Soho in it, and Soho has this note, and I always refer to it as sparkles, but it's like this crispy brown sugar note that's like it's like a crumbly baked brown sugar, you know, like if you were to make a coffee cake with a streusel topping, and it's got that crispy brown sugar note. That's how I describe Soho, and I find it really, really pleasant with tobacco. And this red wine is just doing a ton. So much texture. Can't complain. Cannot complain. .5, 6 out of 10. Probably would not buy Ménage à Trois Pinot Noir again, but it gets the job done. It does do work. One more day left in the work week, Rugrats. One more day left. We are home free. Fantastic texture. I don't know what it is about red wine. The texture just tends to be so much better than the white. Superior texture. Flavor, not so much. I prefer those, you know, fruity forward whites. That's my wheelhouse. SSA is definitely killing the cherry game. They really nailed it down and blew every other cherry that ever existed out of the water. I don't want to give away this recipe because I don't have it nailed down entirely yet, but it definitely does have an SSA flavor in it, and it is cherry. It blew them out of the water. Not even close. Not even close. Every other cherry ever has just tasted like cough drops, cough syrup. Medicinal wheelhouse, you name it. SSA has a lot of really good flavors. They outdid themselves with the cat is climbing the screen right now. That is not my favorite thing. Gotta love cats. Gotta love those cats. So my friend has a possum. Possums are rad. You know, when I was younger, possums were like terrifying, right? Because I grew up on a farm, and we had outdoor cats. We had, you know, all of our animals were outdoors, and you know, possums were terrifying. So every time a possum came around, we tried to shoo it off. You know, tried to make it go find a new home, but they never wanted to. They always just wanted to live underneath the deck in peace, not let anyone bother them. Possums are pretty rad, though.
Not gonna lie.
No. She works for a conservatory. So it is not like a home pet. It is like a conservatory animal.
Well,
this bottle of Pinot Noir is almost all she wrote. So, I think that about does it for this video. I think that about does it for this bottle. Like I said, 5.5, 6 out of 10. Probably would not buy Ménage à Trois Pinot Noir again, but it was definitely an experience worth experiencing. Paper cuts will be out next week. Patreon is in the description. And if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you turn notifications on so that I get to annoy you every time I upload a video. Like, comment, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Peace.